He takes total control. You know, Chris Angel and David Blaine and all these guys have TV shows. Well, what aren't you seeing? Even the mistakes are controlled.
If I shake it, see it's gone.
Oh, God, that's so smooth. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Billy Collins.
Matt Doje.
And this is Magician.
And the Jock.
Jock.
Today, we're going to find out whether or not you are actually a professional magician.
I have not I take that back. I did a show 2 weeks ago.
But you've been doing it for a very long time.
Yeah, love it. I love magic.
Well, today we're going to put it to the test.
Okay.
As a magician, because you're a purist, like Norm Macdonald is your favorite comedian's favorite comedian. Where does David Blaine rank in that?
For
He's
me,
a great marketer.
For me, David Blaine, I would probably have to say him in my top 3.
Really?
Mm-hmm. He's taken magic now and just moved the needle so much. And there's a lot that I enjoy staging.
Okay, how has he moved the needle?
Because it's just like the street magic stuff that he did in the 90s was, you didn't really see that. It was still coming off that whole, David Copperfield doing a special where he made the Statue of Liberty disappear.
Magic was like
it was like a grand stage. He brought it to the people. It's like, now it's like, instead of having like, the Great Wall of China, walking through the Great Wall of China, now he's got something in his hands where he's making, frogs appear out of his throat.
And he was brilliant. He was the first one I saw that did like magic in the hood, like magic in Compton or whatever.
In the beginning, I was like, God, it's kind of boring because like, look, watch.
And he'd always do.
He's like,
wasn't there was a skit?
There's a skit, yeah.
Lift up your shirt.
What the hell?
But no, he's top 3.
Incredible,
of course,
so talented from a just watching.
Magician-wise and very talented, but he's got a great support cast behind him.
Sure.
Like some of the guys that, like the Daniel Garcias, the Dan Whites, the Blake Forts, those guys that sit behind him are like, they're pure genius.
Now, what do they help him come up with new tricks?
Well, they build new tricks. They come up with ideas. There's really nothing new. It's just the dressing around the trick.
Got it.
Which is brilliant the way they do things. You can, make things appear, disappear, float, card trick, some sort of mentalism. It's all kind of in the same realm. It's just the way they package it is it's great.
Yeah.
And I don't think Blake Voigt, I do know Dan White's behind it and Daniel Garcia, but those guys are just so brilliant. But what makes Blaine so good is that he can take that and then that's his paintbrush, and now he just paints the canvas with glory. It's amazing the way he can perform. He's changed over the years. He's gotten more mature.
Because he's done a lot of feats too, like holding his
breath. He's done stunts, and he recently did the balloon where he held onto balloons and went into the outer space, or not outer space, but up in the atmosphere, and then had to do
closer than I've ever been.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, closer than I'll ever be. But
yeah.
I just think he's up there. Of course, I'm a big fan of Houdini. He's the first.
Right.
First real, like, I know it's cliche. People say, oh, Houdini is, but he's kind of like the father. Robert Houdin's the actual father of modern magicians.
Yeah.
Because he did the whole top coat or the tuxedo on stage. And Houdini was kind of the next in line for that. I got off on a weird nerd tangent there about magic.
No, it's great. That's why you're the magician.
Yeah.
One day we'll do like I'm the jock, but more specifically was a punter in the NFL, and I can tell you that's why they're holding it like this.
Where the laces.
Things that people wouldn't see. Mm-hmm. That's why I'm interested to see. So this is David Blaine, crazy magic.
Yeah, this is older
crazy card tricks or something like that.
Yeah, he does everything. And that's, like I said, that is what makes him great, because he puts it in your face.
So should we get into it?
Let's watch some magic.
Do you have a quarter? You'll get it right back.
I'm at 4.
You know? I have one. Could you examine it, make sure it's okay?
Oh.
Hold your hand out like this. The other way, palm down. You might feel this. Come over
Oh, it's so
What's
good.
the best place for you to be? Here, let's shoot it here. You might feel this. Hold your hand right here. Watch. Here's my idea. If I just wave. See? Did you feel anything? Now watch. Ready?
His face right there is what.
So I totally missed it. What just happened?
So the quarter disappeared.
I got to rewind that.
Yeah.
Because I'm looking at this dude's amazing jacket.
And that's the misdirection.
And David Blaine's really good at like, hey, position right here. I mean, it doesn't seem like anything's on accident.
Yeah.
Now watch. Ready?
Now, I'm sure some of these are takes over and over again, but I feel like this take is a legit, like, first time he's saw it, because he was that awe face that you have right there. It's
if you said Matt, I'd be like, what?
Yeah, but what the?
So you could tell that's genuine. Like, get behind me, Satan. Like,
Yeah.
Can I show you ladies some magic?
Now, do you know how he did that?
Yeah, I do. I can't actually say it. It's something that is very popular in the magic world, and
Gentleman doesn't kiss and tell. That's what you're saying.
Oh, you might like it though. It's really good. I've been doing it since I was 4 years old. We were working in Vegas last, but now we came to Atlantic City. You sure you don't want to see one thing? It's free.
No, I don't like magic.
Oh.
I don't like magic.
Here's the card. This is your card, the 3 of diamonds. You wrote a little mark on it over there.
Yeah, right.
Now look, put your other hand on top of the 3 in a sandwich manner, just like that. Yeah. Put your other hand on top. Yeah.
Oh,
Great. Just so I can't take the 3 of diamonds out of your hand, even though you marked it. And we also use the 4 of clubs.
Mm-hmm.
My idea is to get the 4 of clubs to travel. Look, see the 3 with the mark just jumped out. Look inside of your hand. And here's the 4 of clubs.
Look, and he just got him.
That's fun.
So
He just.
you do magic like that.
Yeah,
Is it
I've done
awkward walking up to people or
No,
people
I mean,
resistant like that?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Or-
We get it. Like, there's a lot of restaurant magic. Obviously, you've seen me out at one of our restaurants doing stuff. But the worst time was during COVID, of course, because people are like, no.
You're like,
But
God, do some magic.
and doing it with a mask on is very challenging.
Yeah.
But I have had people want to say, hey, I'm going to purely have fun. Would you like to see a magic trick?
Yeah.
Like, no. And I've had people say, I don't believe
It's that
it.
natural tendency to be like, right, nah, it's not cool. Like, I get it. You're not a wizard.
And I get some
stopped
that are
believing
like,
a long time ago.
I get some that were like, no, I don't believe in devil worshiping. I'm like, well, it's not really that, but yeah, I've run into that many times.
So you know that's an objection you're gonna have to overcome.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's just like, let me just show you something, bro. Do you mind if I just practice?
Do you know how he did that last?
Yes, I did. I've actually done that trick on him before.
Okay.
So, but one line that I would say, cool, you don't want to see it, but if I was him, I'd say, I got these cameras. Can I just practice something real quick? Something where I would say, hey, I got a new trick. Do you mind if I practice with you and show you? Even though it's not.
It's like addressing the elephant in the room. I know this is awkward.
But I need to really practice this, and you're here.
Yeah.
So anyway.
Leave in the comments if you want Billy to actually reveal how these tricks were done. Or should we do another video where Billy does these tricks?
Maybe we should start a private page or like what was that?
Patreon.
Fan, the Patreon.
Oh, not only fans, dude. Is this your
toes?
That's fun.
That's it. Yeah. Look, take one out. Don't let me see it, but show it to mom.
If there's kids, that's always a plus.
Take it. Yeah. Show it to Ben. Show it to Ben. That's one you were thinking of. All right, Peyton, look. Put it back into the deck. In. So
Inside, in the middle.
Ready? Okay, ready for this, Peyton? Here's what I want you to do. I want you to watch closely. I'm going to get your card to leave. Your card's gonna vanish. Do you believe me?
No, I don't
think it
believe
will.
you.
Look, I'm not sure if it will, but I think it will. Hold on.
He's
I
very
think
good
this
at
is
that.
it.
Like, I
Let's
hope
see if
it
we can get
works.
it to go. Hold on. Oh, that's not it? Watch this. Ready? Boom, that becomes it. Oh, no, wait. Peyton, watch. Look. Here it goes. Ready? Your card's gonna vanish again. Ready? If I shake it, see it's gone.
Oh God, that's so smooth.
You know where I want Peyton? Did you feel me touch anywhere on your body? No, right?
No.
Not your hair, not your sleeve, not nothing.
No.
Reach into your back pocket. Go ahead. Do you feel anything?
Oh my
Yeah. And
What the hell?
So first of all, I'm not going to reveal, but David Blaine's is. We're just for magician purposes. DL is the smoothest, most
Double
so-
lift?
Yeah,
Yeah.
That I could. I mean, just I was like, what?
And I have seen explanations of that trick,
Yeah.
but as a magician, you're like, wow, that was smooth.
Yeah, it's like, whoa, okay. That's why he's David Blaine.
Which that's a pretty popular. So a double lift is put it on the top and then you pull two.
Yeah,
Almost like the card sharks in Vegas who are
double
deal from
deal,
the top or the bottom
right.
of the deck.
Similar, yeah.
But how on earth did it end up in the back pocket?
That I'm not 100% because you don't see before,
Right?
like the pre-staging or the pre-work before.
And you would think he's not going up to a little girl and like slapping her butt, putting a card. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, he could have done some switch or did a card trick before or something like that where, he's like, okay, well, you can keep that card and put it,
So a magician does really good to make it seem random, organic, where everything's controlled.
And that, 100%. I mean, that even the mistakes are controlled. Like, he's probably got 1,000
that's
different
not
ways.
your card. Oh, oops.
Okay, whoops.
Yeah.
Well, and the cool thing about being a magician, you're one step ahead.
Right.
Because you don't know what I'm going to do. If I screw up,
we already don't believe you. So
yeah. Well,
you say, "Is this the wrong card?" I'm like, "Told you it's bullshit." And you're like, look behind your ear, and you're like,
what?
Or something like that.
Because I mean, like, I know what's happening. Even if I mess up, you don't know. Okay, this wasn't your card. Okay, like I said, I could go into something different with that card, or
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, always one step ahead. So with that's the problem with like.
You can edit anything.
Yeah, and that was the big thing. Is like, okay, well, Chris Angel and David Blaine and all these guys have TV shows. Well, what aren't you seeing? I mean, it's not one take. So,
but still, like, that's why I'm like, okay, I understood the first part of it, but that part, I'm like, I didn't get that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I'm going to go like this. I'm just going to go like that.
I love the 90s style.
Can you snap? You know how to do that? Yeah, okay. Every time you snap,
that chin strap beard.
Jump from the middle of the deck right up to the top. So which card do you want? The 9 of diamonds? Yeah. Put it face up here so you can write big. Write your name big on the card. Yeah. Cool. Fruit Loops. Now this is your name. I mean, I couldn't possibly replicate that. Fruit Loops, that's your name? That's perfect. Yeah. So look. In the middle, right? About middle. Well, I mean, I'm estimating, but let's give or take a few. That's about middle. Would we agree on that? About? So, yeah. Look. Here it comes. Ready? Snap your fingers right over. Done. See? Wow. Again.
That's smooth.
Watch again. Look here. His card. Your card. Look. Pick up about half of the deck. Go ahead. Fruit Loops. Pick up about half. Your card goes in the middle. The rest go on top. Done. Watch again. I'll leave it. Watch. Look. Here's his card with his name. I promise. Look. Now look. I'll tell you right now. I'm assuming. Look. Here's his card. I'm assuming that this is about middle, but this time, so you know what's going on, I'm going to leave it sticking out so you can see his name. I mean, I couldn't cheat and duplicate that. That's his name. Here it goes. I'm counting now. This is about 12 cards down plus another 10. So 22. Here it comes. No, snap. Snap right up. That's the move, see?
He's good, right? How does he do that?
Oh, come here, though. Stay here. I want you to see one more time.
When you have one of them, you're like, oh, this is.
Look. Let's bend his card, right? Like
No,
this.
I do
Bend.
this.
Now you can see the card. I mean, there's a pretty major bend in it. Look. Yeah. The cards go right on top of it. Ready? Watch this. Fruit Loops. Oh,
His crowd control, like you saw the guys wanting to grab it. He takes total control. Like he's like, okay, no.
Because that's something as a magician, you're like, well, I can't let them handle the card.
Right. And I have had people like, oh, let me see it. And I'm like, okay, back off. I don't go into your wallet or,
Right.
or I don't do, this is my area. You have to.
I'm also not claiming to be a wizard.
So right. And he's very good at like, these are my perimeters.
Yeah.
Okay. As if you want to see this, you cannot intrude on these perimeters.
Right.
And he's very good at that. He's very good at crowd control, manipulating the crowd to doing what he wants.
And also, like you said, that could have been the 50th time he did that. That was that perfect reaction. The skeptic in the crowd that's like,
no, let me.
Which as I'm thinking, that could be a plant. Like, let me do it. No, look, there's no way I could cheat it. All right, you're right.
And I can't say 100% there's no plants because it's just part of magic, but when it comes to card tricks, like especially that one, that card trick is because I've done that a billion times. I mean, it's one of the staples in every magician's repertoire. It's so good.
Right.
And it's so visual and you can just see it right. It's almost like when I do my sponge ball routine, it's so right there. And it's also in their hand.
It's crazy because we go to watch Marvel movies and we'll suspend disbelief and believe people can fly.
Yeah.
But with this, you're dealing with critics or cynics the entire time for good reason.
Yeah. And I
look at that as like a fun challenge. Like that's why I practice.
That's why if I win that person over, it's usually the dads. The dads in the family, the kids are blown away.
Because the kids are looking back at dad like,
and the dad's like, all right, so now all that's done. And then when you do the trick on them, like, you could see, it's so cool to see a dad. Because the reason why I do magic and the reason why I love magic is when we get older, we have all the shit that we have to go through in life. We have all these dramas and all this work that we have to do and all these responsibilities. And for magic, for me, if I can let you suspend adulthood for a little bit and act like a child again, it's so great. So when I see dads like okay, whatever. And then when I do a trick on them, they're like, oh, that shit was pretty good.
Because their kids are looking at them like,
and they're like,
oh, dad was amazed.
Yeah. So then it flips. And that's the best feeling for me. Not just, oh, look how many card tricks I could do. I spent 4 or 5 hours doing walk around magic with 4 card tricks.
I was going to ask that. So like, let's imagine I wanted to be a magician that could work, not do a whole Houdini show or anything like that with lions. And how many tricks would I need to know? What did Bruce Lee say? Like, I don't fear the guy who's done 10,000 kicks one time. I fear the guy who's done one kick 10,000 times.
Right. It all depends. Now, as a magician, you can do, like I have a really close friend, Brian, who's a phenomenal magician. He's amazing. He's just blowing up and doing great things. His walk around repertoire pretty much stays the same. It's basic, maybe 6, because we go over different things. And every year we would change things up, add something new, take something out, just so, because we're in a high tourist area, so we get a lot of repeat people, right? So that way they don't see the same thing. Because you don't want to hear them say, oh, I saw this last year.
You're not standing in front of the same person for 45 minutes.
Right. So if I'm like,
in my bag of tricks.
Right. So I can, and you hop, either table hop or like in my case, we were outside, so we go to different places. And that's another problem too. You have to have something that's comparable. Like if I look outside and it's windy, being on the beach, I'm not going to have a sponge ball routine that the sponges are going to fly everywhere.
Right.
So I have to switch it up. I'll put something, flop it out. So maybe 5 to 6 tricks, 4 backups.
That you could pull out anytime.
Right. That could do. Yeah. Now, my stage show is totally different. you know,
Much more choreographed because you got to keep everybody's
timing,
attention
music.
at once.
Yeah. So, but yeah, kind of I geeked out there, guys. I geeked out. It's because I love it.
Oh, I've been to your shows. I'm like, okay, how do you do that? Like,
there's no better feeling than watching somebody.
this guy has a hard time parallel parking. How the hell did he?
He can't put 3 words together in a sentence.
Let us know, guys. Should we do more?
Yeah, the stuff that's closest to our, you know, but should we do something with punting? I think the insights of being a world class athlete is.
Hey,
but guys, also do us a big favor: subscribe to the channel,
smash the like button,
and we'll see you on the next episode.
Peace.
How was the magic? Magic good?
It was awesome.
What was the better part, the jock or the magician?
Probably the magician. And this man, he needs to be on TV.
It's about time. Every single time. I can take that X off my hand like this. I can ball it up. Drop it in your hand. Open your hands. I'm going to take my X off my hand here. I'm going to ball it up and I throw it to you.
Ooh.
Whoa!
Wow.
Man, that's magic.
Can this get off me?
No,
No,
stays
no.
there for life. When you get married, you're going to look at that and go, I remember that time at Amos Mosquitoes where the guy put an X on my hand. See if I go like this, and the deck, there's going to be one red card out of all these blue.
Man.
Oh, look at that.
Aren't you cool?
I know.
Wow.
It's fantastic.
It's fantastic.
All right, by the way, that is Matt Dodge, just my partner on my YouTube channel.
Hey.
He's the jock part of the magician and the jock.